guys, I am so excited to make this video. You have no freaking idea. If you follow me on Instagram, then you already know, but I got engaged. Why does this feel like so crazy? I feel like it feels extra crazy just because now I can talk about it. I can wear my ring finally because we actually got engaged a month ago. So far, since announcing it, the #1 question is, did I expect it or did I know? And the answer is absolutely not. I was shocked. And of course, my battery is going to die, so please hold. Okay, already, camera is now charged. Kids are entertained. We're not filming in the best location, but my house is a mess right now. And like I said, the kids are around, and because I'm not showing them on videos right now, it's kind of hard for me to film and not get them. I don't even really know where to begin this story, but I guess we can start by the ring. A lot of people are asking if this is the type of ring that I want. It's obviously pearl. I'll put better pictures here on the screen that you guys can see, but it's pearl, and that's a very like unique type of ring. When you think of engagement rings, you don't really think pearls, but I've always loved pearls. Most of my mom's jewelry was pearl jewelry. Why is saying this hard for me? So a couple years back, I actually came across this pearl ring on Pinterest, and I screenshotted it and I saved it, and I've had it saved forever. And then about a year ago, fiance and I were just chatting about the type of rings that I like, and I showed him that picture very casually and just said, this is the type of ring that I like. And he was like, oh, okay, just send it to me so I have it like for reference in the future. That was like my dream ring. So you can imagine when he got down on one knee and opened the box, I actually didn't even want to look at it because I was like so nervous. I had all the feels, and I just was like, you don't get that moment back, you know, of like seeing the ring for the first time. And I didn't know what it would look like. I had no idea if he was gonna go more for his style or my style. I didn't know what his style of ring was. But when he opened the box and I finally did look at it, I was like in shock. Like, it was such a perfect situation. It's the perfect ring. It was just like the dream proposal, which leads me to the next part. A lot of people don't know this, but I have always wanted a really like private, intimate engagement, I guess you could say. I always knew not a restaurant. I never have wanted to be proposed to at a restaurant. I absolutely would say no. I've always made that known, and I don't like the idea of doing it in front of a bunch of people, strangers or not. So I did make this known to him again before in small conversations. Like, I really want the proposal to just be a moment where maybe you've had the ring for months, maybe you've had it for a day, whatever it is, and you just feel like it's the right moment. It's not planned. You didn't know what day you were gonna do it. It was a moment where you felt very in love with me and felt like it was the right time, and proposed then. Yes, hold on, can you give me a minute? I'm almost done filming. So anyways, we just got back from a road trip to Chicago, and we were going to Las Vegas. It was the day before, and we were on an ice cream date because I didn't have the kids, which is very rare these days. So we were trying to take advantage and get out of the house and do something just us two. And when we finished our ice cream and sat in the car, he said, where would you not want to get engaged? So I kind of was like, that's an interesting question, but whatever. Went on my merry way. I said I don't want to get married in Vegas. I just feel like it's Vegas, you know? I feel like I'm sounding very picky in particular, but I do think sometimes it's okay in life to be picky in particular, and because I have been engaged before, there is things that I have learned and that I wanted to do differently. And mind you, he's also done the same. That's one thing I really appreciate about our relationship, is we're very open and honest, and we communicate very well on what we do and don't want, and we aren't afraid of being judged by saying what we do or don't want. So anyways, I didn't think about it. And then the next day, we actually were going to Vegas, but we were driving and stopping in Salt Lake City first to do like a staycation one night of the trip, just because one of our favorite restaurants is downtown, and we like eating there, but it's kind of far from where we live. Currently though, we stopped in Salt Lake City. You guys know I live in Salt Lake City, but I actually live in like a suburb, not downtown, obviously. That's another thing looking back now. I sent him the Airbnb and was like, I don't know if I really like this one, but this is the only one that was available, because the pictures were cute, but I don't know. I wasn't sure it was worth the money at the time. But anyways, I sent it to him, and he was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect, let's do it. And I didn't think much of it at the time, but now looking back, it makes sense as to why he said that. Because at the time I was just like, oh, okay, like, all right, let's just get this one. So we booked that one, and then we get there, and he got there a little bit after me. So I was showing him around the Airbnb. And when we got to the first floor, it's like a little just kind of walk-in area with a couch and then a garage, and then you go upstairs and it's the main living area. But when you walked in that main floor, it had this really cute couch and backdrop and a sign. They obviously do that for like photo opportunities and like smart Airbnb marketing, right? But it said Salt Lake City is for lovers, which again, looking back now, I see why he saw the pictures of the Airbnb and was like, oh, that's perfect, because the sign was just so perfect. So anyways, when I had turned and looked at the sign, I was showing him, and then I turned around to look at him, and he was down on one knee and asking me to marry him. And I still like, it was just such, again, a perfect moment. It's exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to be very intimate. I wanted it to be a moment where he felt like he was in love, and he said he didn't know for sure if he was gonna do it or not in that moment until he walked in and saw that it was perfect. Another thing that I really loved about all of it is we got to go on like a vacation right after we went to Vegas, so it was kind of like an engagement honeymoon, if you will. So yeah, that is our engagement proposal story. It was so perfect in the most imperfect way, and it really was exactly what I described that I wanted. I'm gonna be doing lots of Q&A. I'm gonna be sharing all of the wedding planning content. I'm gonna be doing a lot on Instagram as well, definitely weekly Q&As over there on my stories. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I'm doing actually a Q&A with him that's gonna go up here on YouTube very soon, probably in like 2 days. But thank you guys so much for all of your love and support. I seriously did not expect such an outpour and all the messages of like love and kindness, and just to see me happy, and it really makes me feel good, especially after the couple years that I've had these last few years. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like I just don't want this video to end because I want to talk about it forever. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.